update that we are getting, are demanding payment of their long pending dues, have now announced that there would be a statewide strike from the 31st of December onwards. The workers, who are supported by the unions, are now pushing for Karnataka government to clear their arrears amounting to over 2,000 crores, including salary hikes and gratuity payments as well. The strike, which is now expected to disrupt the bus services across the state. So this is the potential consequence, Deepak, that we are looking at, because this move also comes after the government has failed to address the demands for salary increases and arrears payments, resulting in growing unrest amongst the employees of the 4 major transport corporations.
Well, now this is another, what you just pointed out, of course, is another issue that the employees are pointing out. They are pointing out, the fact of how, they haven't been given their dues in terms of a promised salary hike, which has not happened. Previous regime, gave them a salary hike, didn't give them arrears. They are now demanding that all of these demands as well should be met, or else they're going to go and try to get out the, Suvarna Sauda in Belagavi. This is on the 8th or 9th of December. So the Belagavi Chalo movement is expected to begin. So this is, of course, on another issue pertaining to their increase, the salary hike and the arrears in the previous hike that they received.
All right, let's put out the reactions now that have been coming in over potentially as this issue is set to escalate with the employees that threatening strike as well, and amid the escalating tensions as far as when it comes to the transport workers who issued this stern warning to the government, emphasizing the critical impact that the strike could have on the bus services across the state. Let's listen in.
The guarantee is different from transport guarantees. Government will repay. They have kept 5,050 crores in budget. Totally, last year and this year, government has to pay 1,600 crores. That government will repay. That is not an issue. But these people are making unnecessary allegations. They only left 5,900 crores liabilities. And in their period only, the agreement went with KSRTC and employees union. They have not paid not even a single paisa at that time. And now we have to pay.
So will this issue be resolved, sir? Because looking at the huge number of the amount that has been pending, how this particular thing you see to be resolving?
See, one thing is guarantee money we have to get back from government. Second one is government should support public transportation, not only in Karnataka, not only in India, throughout world. For public sector, all government will support throughout world.
Right, sir. Another question on Chandrasekhar Swamiji's comments that has come forward. How do you react on this thing, sir? He has said, in fact, if Muslims are not allowed to vote, the peace will prevail in the country.
Don't take serious on this issue. He is an individual man. We have to go through our constitution, not by an individual priest.
Well, Deepak, the minister there seems to be dismissing those allegations as far as the seriousness now is concerned, because if the government's inaction has not only affected the transport workers, but it has also sparked off concerns amongst the public as well, who rely heavily on the services provided by the KSRTC and the BMTC.
Yes, and we should spare a thought even for the employees, of course. Right now, it is their provident funds that are at stake. The government, of course, will have to release this with this desperate letter that has been written by the KSRTC MD. We are picking up that the government is looking at it and the payment is yet to reach the KSRTC or even any of the road transport corporations. And if it doesn't, it is going to, of course, become a problematic situation. And in turn, of course, will affect the common man as well. Now, while we spoke to the transport minister there, he claims that some of the money that was due from the BJP time has also carried over. When we spoke to the BJP, they are alleging, well, they are in power now close to a couple of years. What have they done to really fix the issues? It's because they have no funding whatsoever that they are not able to meet these demands, and they are saying that it is until October this year that these funds have been utilized. And so what is where is the question of BJP trying to fix fix it when they are in power is the charge that's coming in. So while the political tug-of-war continues, the unions at this point in time want this issue as well to be resolved at the earliest, but they say that there is no funds at all to really fix this problem, and that is something that needs to be addressed at the earliest.
Right, because